The following presentation has been closed captioned.
Join us now as the Disney Channel salutes the American teacher.
Teaching sign language for me is really a personal thing. Because where I came from a hearing family, there was no communication. But then I came here and I'm a teacher, and I'm teaching them sign language. And I realized that they're able to communicate with each other and communicate with the other deaf students in the school system. And I feel as though it's two worlds within one.
All foreign language education is about communication. To see what we mean, just watch a teacher who uses his face, his hands, and his body to teach the third most common language in America. And by doing so, bridges the gap between the hearing and the deaf. Hello, I'm Michael Eisner, head of the Walt Disney Company. At Edward R. Murrow High School in Brooklyn, a unique foreign language classroom comes alive, thanks to the sound of silence. As a pioneer in New York State's pilot program in American Sign Language, Michael Kaufer gives both his deaf and hearing students the precious ability to communicate with each other.
Okay, come on, let's do it together. Show me, show you. And when you want to show somebody other than yourself or to me, it's to the sides. Show him or her. We have a book.
You have to show everybody. Here's the book. See how I'm sweeping it around?
So in sign language, you show it that way with your hands. Show it around. Show everybody. There's the pen. See how I'm sweeping it around to show you? It's the same idea. Show everybody. Okay, so come on, copy me now. This is it. Show me, show you, show him or her, right? With ASL, there are 3 requirements that make it a language: receptive, expressive, and interactive. They enjoy the language because it's more expressive. There's much more eye contact with each other, which most hearing people don't use. Wow, he's got big shoulders, right? You see my facial expression there, how I show that? And with my hand shapes, I show that at my shoulders?
I learned so much more in that first 10 weeks of his class than I learned in about 5 years.
I learned Spanish.
It was the most exciting class I'd ever had. We learned the way you should learn a language by total immersion. I mean, we can communicate with each other in speech, but we could not communicate with the teacher unless we signed. The first day we learned to say our names, we learned to ask each other what our names were, and we just learned so many different things, one on top of the other, and everything just really came together because we used everything we learned.
Because I want to know how to learn about the language. I love this class, I love my teacher. He was trying to teach us. I will be teacher for deaf children.
My father's deaf, but now that I learn ASL, we converse a lot more and we talk a lot more. I tell him everything that happens in school, and I've just be able to become like best friends with him now, and it brought our relationship a lot closer.
So I've explained to you, I think, before about Gallaudet. Remember we had the first deaf president there and there was a protest for 1 week? That's it right there. It's a beautiful book. You should see how they were able to express their language through the pictures. Now, why I'm teaching deaf culture to deaf high school students is because a large percentage of the deaf students don't know anything about their deaf culture.
He has a sense of mission. He communicates the fact that there's nothing that can hold you back, that you can overcome if you want to overcome. Well, Michael is a wonderful teacher, and he provides these kids with the opportunity to learn something which they've taken for granted, the ability to communicate.
Chewy Yu moved here from China a few months ago, and he came here with no English and no American Sign Language. I started working with him and seeing how motivated he is and what he can learn. With him, it's exceptional. He wants to learn more. You know, sometimes he wears me out.
He's helped me learn sign. I only knew a little bit of American Sign Language. Learning more and more and more. I'm learning a lot. I really love him.
Makes me feel that I can look up to him and I can make a connection. I can do it.
My philosophy in teaching sign language is not really a one-way street. Remember, it's three things: interactive, receptive, and expressive. They're going to receive what I'm teaching them, and then how are they going to express it back? So they have to learn how to interact with each other. Ever since I started teaching sign language to the hearing students, I realized that they're able to communicate more and more with me and with other deaf people, and I feel it's a wonderful opportunity. And so now we really have a deaf and hearing community that's together here in this school. When I saw the bridge up, so to speak, and the deaf and the hearing people were separated on two different sides of the bridge, I wasn't happy. So now, with my teaching, I'm happier than I was before, because the bridge is down and they can communicate with each other. And when the bridge is down, they can share one language, and it's a beautiful thing.
The Disney Channel Salutes the American Teacher is presented in partnership with Campbell Soup Company.